Aries, and welcome to your reading. So I have pulled your cards already, and it sort of feels like a bit of a growing up of a kind of passionate energy that we're looking at, needing to see things in a new perspective, picking perspectives, but ultimately this sort of growing up feeling is very much what's on the table. If that feels good for you or on the ground, then dive in. We'll dive in. I'm going to pull some extra cards for you afterwards. Page of Wands, you internally feeling that youthful, passionate, slightly overexcited about everything energy, or difficult to concentrate if we're honest. So how does that make you act on the outside? Like the King of Swords, like you want to discipline yourself, like you want to be very logical in the face of all this passion. It's bringing in a really rigid sort of disciplined side of yourself, to try it, because it might feel a bit much how much you're interested in here and there and everywhere, and you want to keep some stability. In the basis of the situation, the Hangman, so needing to see things from a new perspective, needing to kind of pause, pay your coin like Odin did in order to gain some sort of enlightenment. What's that about for you? How to grow this page up. In the recent past, the Temperance, feeling as if you're released from a pause. So there has been a pause, but in the recent, or the root of the issue here is needing to see things in a new perspective and this pause. But in the recent past, there's been some sort of lack of pause, maybe too much of this kind of feverish Page of Wands activity. One potential outcome, Six of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. I don't know if these came out upside down or not. Basically, I think they came up right, but it's sort of talking about from childhood to sort of generational stability, from very naive energy to very sort of structured energy. It feels like this kind of growing up feeling again. So taking yourself from small, nostalgic, sentimental, loving beginnings into something very, very strong. What's coming up? The Nine of Cups, the Seven of the Chariot, and the Death in reverse. Wish fulfillment, action, bon vivant, splitting your laser beam, acting with full intent, and sort of retiring the need for the going into this rebirth. So not accepting the kind of pause, but just pushing into the rebirth. You know, the death bit is over. There is a rebirth, and you're fully and moving into it. Now, I've been saying with the other readings, whoops, I don't know about what's going on astrologically, but I know it's something to do with Aries. Maybe you feel particularly activated in this kind of energy, because I think Aries is moving forward at the moment and in a very new conjunction. Your attitude is one of trying to make the right decisions, that bringing that swordy energy in, trying to be logical in the face of all this passion, in this kind of strong, maybe if you're very activated in the skies at the moment, there's a sense of needing to, whoa, just a sec, I need to see where this is going. And in your home environment, the Fool in reverse and the High Priestess in reverse, a feeling of a kind of murky, not being able to quite see how to make this new beginning, how to metabolize these new energies in a way, is how I'm seeing it. And your hopes and fears, you want to be the King of Wands, you want to have that passion, but you want, like this King of Swords that's trying to tame all of that Page of Wands passion, you want to be able to be grown up with your passion. And where it's going, the Queen of Wands, this wonderful, intuitive, delightful person. Oh, what are we going to do? We'll say berries, because I'm sitting under a tree with some amazing berries. Ivy with berries on it. Tree is actually rather smothered by ivy. So you are going into a kind of female creative space. That's wonderful. Let's pull you some. It feels quite grown up. It feels like you're getting there, and it's fully passionate. The Nine of Swords. It's been worrying you though. What are they so worried about? This feels like nice energy. Everything's in different directions. What are the Berry and Aries people so worried about? how to maintain relationships and companionship and friendship and understanding and partnership with all this passion. Yeah, it's about love. With all this passion unleashed, how do you maintain the stability in your relationships? That's interesting. Right. Let's get you a creativity card. Overwhelm. The hard work we love can lead us to feeling burdened, drained, and burnt out, among other problems. Okay, so this enormous passion can feel a bit like burnout to you. That makes sense. So that's what's worrying you. And then the burnout, and then what do you have left for your relationships in a way? Is that it? There's new cards coming up. Time can be seen in both linear and a spiral. Circle back to explore concepts from the past and create the future. Needing to knit in all aspects of your life so that the burnout, this push forward, doesn't sort of leave those you love, is the feeling I'm getting. Let's pull some further tarot. Berry and Aries people. Yeah, King of Swords again. You really do feel you need this discipline at this time, and probably you do. I think some advice. Queen of Cups. You want that Queen of Cups. She's turned up twice as well. You need discipline to keep your heart open so that you're not too ruled by your passions. Is there any further advice that you can give Aries in this moment? King of Wands again. Everything's coming up twice. Master your passions. You can do it. This isn't a youthful, passionate energy. This is one with, the kings are all in swords ultimately. So though we've got a wandy king, we are saying that if you can employ that kingliness, you will be able to grow up with the passion. And then that person can be with your Queen of Wands. And then everything's good. Fly the wings of worthiness. That's a new one to me as your oracle card. Let's have a read of this. It's got a woman and a new moon and a bird. 23. The days of doves descending from the sky with messages of peace and belonging are long past. Today, the presence of more is delivered through the radiant women women you meet, in the powerful sway of nature's embrace, in the rush you feel when dancing or creating. You encounter your own worthiness when you allow yourself to receive, and when you allow yourself to walk away from when someone denies reciprocity or can't meet you in mutuality. This moment is about owning your worthiness and doing the work to heal the places where it has been wounded. Cultivating worthiness is important, so is recognizing where your worthiness is denied. Get up from the table when love is no longer being served. Go outside, look up, the doves are circling. It's a new belonging. You are equal to and worthy of every beauty the heavens bestow. Is your passion making you feel unseen somehow? What's going on with that? Can someone not keep up with your passion? Explain to us about why they're feeling they need to be appreciated more for their passions, in their passions. The Empress. Yeah, I think you really need to be appreciated in your creativity. I think there's a sense, maybe through motherhood, that you've been a bit denied. How can they be more appreciated? Six of Wands. Yes, you need to be acknowledged. You need to be acknowledged like the Empress and the Six of Wands. That combination for me is particularly important. It came up with someone very dear to me as the moment of ultimate acknowledgement in a lifetime of all that you've achieved. I think this is really important for you, Aries and Berry people, that your passion, your creativity, your worthiness needs to be acknowledged on the outside. You've got to allow that, but it's really important for you to keep your heart open, and then you can give the love that you need to give those around you. See you again.